Hey everybody, Dirty Dan here, and today we're going to be talking all about CB&Q. Alrighty, so from the intro, you guys already know what this video is about, but today we're going to be talking about and run some CB&Q diesels. So these are all the Tyco ones I have. Over here, I've actually got a River Rossi one, which I'm not going to fully feature in this video. This is a different brand, so I think this is for another video. But today we're going to be focusing on the Tyco ones. Now, I technically do have a Tyco 282 that's in CB&Q, but that still needs some work, and I think some of you already remember what locomotive that is. I won't specify, but you know. So anyways, I'm actually going to throw some pictures up on screen. This is the first one we're going to talk about. This is Tyco Alco C430. It's got the MU2 drive, which all of these actually have an MU2 drive, but this one had some issues. I had just dug this one out of storage, and I remember how much I love the paint scheme. So I dug out this one, and these two, which we'll get to talking about this B unit. Basically, if you look real close, I'll show you in the pictures, but this has been repainted. This is primer. This used to be a piece of masking tape, and now it's not. It looked awful, and I fixed it, and I should have thrown the picture up on screen of what it used to look like, and I completely went through the drive. All of these had their drive gone through, with one exception, that one, which that one we're going to talk about. But, yeah. Basically, I went through all their drives to make sure they're going to run good for the video, and this was the first one, that was the second, and then this one I just did an hour ago, maybe. They all run exceptionally well for manual locomotives. They run amazing. The MU2 drive can be one of the nicest and smoothest manual drives ever if you just know how to work on them. And I'll eventually do a full in-depth video on how to redo your rebuild your manual MU2 motor. They're actually kind of simple once you think about it. If you're bad with losing parts, then maybe not, but that's not the focus of this video. But anyways, so I don't think any of these are particularly rare. The B unit might be a little uncommon, but I think these are all pretty common. The GP20 is definitely the most common out of the bunch, which there's not much else to say about the C430. That's why I'm kind of just moving on. I mean, I got it, I think I got it a couple years ago, actually. I really love the look of it. I got it at a train show, I think, for like 10 bucks. I honestly can't remember. But anyways, back to the GP20. This is one of my favorite GP20s, and one of the reasons being it's just such a fabulous looking locomotive. Tyco did a wonderful job. Even if they didn't have GP20s, I don't care. I think the paint scheme looks amazing on this thing. But with this thing has all the handrails, by the way. This is basically a mint locomotive. I've not seen one this clean before, but I know there's definitely cleaner ones out there. There's a small scratch right there. That's about it. I mean, this is a beautiful engine. I love the little GP20 decal. I don't know if that's a thing that they actually had, but it's there, and I thought it's super neat. The GP20 right here does not have that, which I find a little weird. I'm not sure why, but I guess it's something unique. Very cool. But anyways, that's enough about that GP20. That one runs amazing. Now, let's get to talking about this F unit. Not this. We'll talk about this in a second. The F9A, I think. I'm pretty sure. We got 150A, and then this has no number. I don't know why. No number. I just noticed that. But yeah, this B unit is in need of a lot of work. As you can see, I mean, it's got all the wheels, it's got couplers, but they could use a good clean, and it needs all the truck cover. It's missing every single one. I don't know where they all went. That's how I got it. I don't know how somebody managed to blow off every single one, but, you know, I mean, they do that. They may have cannibalized that for parts, which is a little unfortunate, because I know that the B units are somewhat desirable sometimes, which I really like the B units, and I wish I could get all of them. I have a mismatched Chesapeake and Ohio B unit. But that's a whole different topic. I'm getting sidetracked here. But this had a different shell. I have the original shell, and it looked like garbage. There was nothing I could do to save it. It was all busted. The ladders were just gone. And I had this shell, which is in much better condition. Even the front decal on there is in decent shape. I haven't found one with a perfect one yet. But I might get another one of these in the future, and I'm definitely going to get truck covers for that being it. That's about all there is to... Oh, knock this one over. That's about all there is to say about that. Just a standard MU2 drive like the rest of them. Now, on to the GP20. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this is going to get cannibalized for parts. This guy is just in too bad of shape to really do much with. The shell is in pretty sad condition. The handrails are definitely going to get used for another locomotive, which I actually already have in mind. I mean, the motor is amazing, runs great. Notice it doesn't have the little GP20 thing like I mentioned earlier. Here's the thing that makes this one unique, though. It doesn't have traction tire slots, and that's because I replaced the wheels. I replaced the plastic wheels with normal dummy truck wheels, and they seem to work just fine. So I'm not sure if I'm going to change that out in the future, but for now they work. So I'm not, and you can also see the biggest issue, the back on this one is just gone. So I don't think this guy has much of a future. So it'll stay the way it is until I really need the parts, and I'll probably just take it apart. I'm not sure what to do with the shell, though. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Probably not a scrapyard diorama or something, but it's a unique piece, I guess. So there you go. We talked about all of them. I am missing one Burlington diesel, but it's a power torque, and I figured if we're gonna do MU2 drives, we might as well just do all 4 of these, and I'll cover that in a separate video. Because that's a different style locomotive. These actually all have matte finishes. That has a clear finish. There's just quite a few differences with that locomotive, and I feel like it belongs in its separate video. And I might even do a little history on that one. Now, I don't have enough information to go much into the history with these guys. Maybe in the future you'll see a history video on some of these. Maybe that F unit. That's probably the most likely out of the bunch to get its own video. But these guys are all pretty common, and they're nothing really special. But, so, without me talking, I think you guys have heard enough about the locomotives. Now, I think you got to see them run. So, for that, that's all I got to say for this whole video. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. And now I'm going to run these for you guys.